morning, guys. So as you can see, Mace doesn't know how to drive. All right, so today we have a couple Miata things today. We are going to be doing the radiator fans, the short shifter, and we're gonna finish actually bolting in the exhaust.
Time to do the two-jack method.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Nathan's behind the camera. Yeah. Hey. He's my boy from Texas. So right now we're gonna get the car jacked up. My rust is getting so bad.
I need rust repair.
You need a lot of things. Okay?
Shut up.
Alrighty, guys. So we're gonna get the car jacked up and put on all fours, all four jack stands, and then we're gonna run to Advanced Auto, grab some hardware and some coolant because we do need to remove the upper radiator hose just to get the fans out, and then that'll be all, I guess, huh?
Yeah. One down.
See, Mace doesn't know how to work on cars.
Your equipment doesn't work.
What do you mean?
I'm just trying to do it, and you just bully me. This is what happens when Brandon becomes TikTok famous.
What?
For every 100,000 TikTok followers, the bullying gets worse.
Hey, you're low on brake fluid.
I know.
That's because he has a brake line leak. So if you guys didn't know, if you come over here, his engine is held on by zip ties. His motor mount is held on by zip ties. Here, stick this in and see what happens.
It'll work. I think it's the same size that we have on this. Yeah, so we can just get 3 or 4 of those. I don't know if you can see it from here, but my mid pipe has completely come off of everything, and my subframe brace is hanging. So remember, kids, go static.
But
Sponsored by Bag Riders.
but you're static.
Make sure to go buy your BC coils off the Bag Riders website. They sell coils too.
All right. Right. All right, guys. We're about to take a trip to Advanced Auto Parts.
We're gonna grab some coolant because we're gonna have to drain the coolant, and we are also gonna grab these extra bolts so we can fix the exhaust. So let's head over there now.
All right, guys. We just pulled up to Advanced Auto Parts, you know, because we always live here and we don't have everything that we always have, you know.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna get one Asian vehicle green peak coolant, because why not?
I got the bolts for
And the liquids.
So I'm missing a
Mason's rich. Man's paid 50 bucks for bolts and nuts. I mean 20 bucks for nuts and bolts.
Come here once. Wait.
Brandon pays $30 every night. He wants some nuts in his mouth, so I don't know. All right, guys. So we are gonna unbox the fans for the car.
We're still waiting for the car to cool down just a little bit.
Yeah. So we have time to kill. Well, Brandon humps my fans.
Nice. Thrust game strong.
Mishimoto says it's supposed to fit the OEM radiator, which I'm assuming also means it's
They just sent you the
supposed
shroud. You didn't
to-
get the fans.
really.
No.
So yeah, hopefully everything should fit in here. I believe it will, cause like I said,
this shroud is very.
yeah, it's supposed to fit on the
you'll
OEM.
clear.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, I'm so excited, race car fans. Gorgeous. That's pretty. Oh. That's one thing that we didn't get when we went to go get the bolts and the coolant.
What? What did we forget?
The switches, because we're going to be wiring these up to switches. So, I guess, yeah. Alright guys, so while we wait for the coolant to cool down inside the car, I figured we might as well put the exhaust back together. So I just bolted this thing up again, and then I'm bolting up my tip back to the mid pipe, and then we'll do this off camera because it's going to be kind of hard to see, but in the middle of the car where my test pipe is, the mid pipe actually came off of the test pipe fully. So we're going to be fixing that as well.
Oh God! Jesus!
Oh, I think I'm stuck. Brandon, why did you do this to me? But yeah, we're done. We're done the exhaust.
What do you mean? You have so much space. Look at that.
What?
I can see through you. You're not stuck. You.
What are you talking about?
Mace, what you doing there, bud?
I'm taking out my center console because, oh, yeah, we have one screw. Get me a Phillips head, please.
The toolbox is on your side.
We are taking out the center console so we can get to the shifter and swap the shifter out.
I thought you wanted me to play with your shifter.
That's for tonight. Alright guys, so you can see how dirty my lovely car is. But yeah, this is what, oh god, peanuts. So this is what Maxpeedingrods sent us. So this is their short shifter for the NA Miata. And it comes with all of the stuff to kind of piece it back together. It doesn't come with any of the seals, I don't believe, so if you do want to do a full rebuild, you're gonna have to buy a rebuild kit, but it comes with everything else you need. So let's throw it in, and we've already taken most of it apart, so we can get started on it.
This is how car stuff goes. You usually come in not knowing what you're doing, and then you slowly figure out what you're doing. Well, you take your extended bolts and you kind of just throw them in. Remember, when you're doing this, you start hand threading any bolt that you put in, so you don't cross thread anything.
Yep.
Don't ask me how I know.
Yep. Oh, you're getting a little handsy with the tool.
Here, you want to use your hand too? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. It's going down.
It is going down.
Inside of Miata.
No, it's literally going down.
No way. I'm literally gonna off myself.
So as you can see, the hardware snapped. The short shifter itself actually feels pretty decent.
Yeah.
Hardware that they provided will probably snap on you as well. So my advice being is, if you were to pick this up, just get different hardware.
Definitely.
Right now, I'm gonna see if...
Whatever. We'll get it later.
On the floor.
Alright guys, well, while Brandon is trying to get that snap bolt out of my transmission, we are going to start draining the coolant, keep this thing going, because we do still have to install the fans. So I'm going to get under there, start draining the coolant, and we can get this upper hose off and put the fans in. So, the way that they made the drain plug on this radiator, it's plastic and it needs a really big Phillips head screwdriver. And we don't have that, and I don't know if you guys, well, the people who have watched our videos before know that we did drain the coolant before, and we got it off and we got it back on, but in the process we kind of stripped it a little bit, so I don't want to fully strip it so we can't get it back in, because that would suck. So Brandon and I have agreed on just removing the hose with all the coolant in it and just letting it go.
It's not even going to be that much.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Look, I'm trying to catch as much as I can, but... Nice. Alright, so now that we have this hose off from...
I did it!
We spilled a lot of coolant, but we can now take the fans out and just pull them out from the top, and then we should be able to drop these new fans in. So I'm going to be unbolting these fans, the OE fans, and then we can get the new fans in. So let's get to wrenching.
I fixed it.
You fixed it?
Yeah. It's in.
With the self-tapper?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So I drilled a hole through the snap stud. It just threw a self-tapper in there.
True. Welcome to Slanico Garage, where we have no idea what we're doing. But you guys watch us anyways.
Caught in anything?
We just need to get it. Alright guys, so basically what we're trying to figure out right now is whether or not where to plug in my fans. So whether or not to either just wire them in parallel and have them connected to my AC, and so I can just hit the AC button and both of them will turn on. Because right now, if you guys watched the previous videos of us working on the Miata, I'm sure you remember that I actually don't have a sensor for the temp, because when I first bought this car it was already broken, so I actually grounded it out on my engine. Not the cleanest solution, but it worked for the time being, but it eventually burned my fans out. So that's one of the reasons why I needed these fans in the first place, so I don't want to do that again. So that's why we're thinking of actually just wiring these two in parallel and having the AC button work as a switch. Because on the Miatas, whenever you turn on the AC, it actually turns on one of the other fans on the other side. And we can just have them run both at the same time. The other option would be running back to Advanced Auto, getting switches, and wiring both to separate switches or both to one switch. But we're going to try and depin these connectors, see if we can hook them up, and figure out what we're going to do. Hopefully we can figure this out soon. Alright guys, so we were messing around with the fans and the wiring. We went over, as you guys saw, to Brandon's Miata, checked some other stuff out, and we're thinking of just wiring it in parallel to this connector, and then we're going to take this and attach it to a switch, and then ground the switch out and have a whole circuit. And I think that's what we're going to go do. So we have to run back to Advanced Auto Parts, grab a switch so we can turn on and off the fans. And,
Does Donnie have a switch?
Oh, this man's a mastermind. He's a mastermind. But yeah, if Donnie doesn't have a switch, we're gonna run to Advanced Auto. We will be right back with a switch. See you guys in a second. All right, so we came back from the store, got a switch. Brandon is working on dremeling it out so it fits in the little blank that came with my Miata. Turns out I have a defroster that I could wire up, but I just don't have it.
I think everybody does. I think they just have the wiring harness in, and all you gotta do is put in the switch.
So. Yeah, I would hope so.
And it's like, if it's optioned out to have a defroster, then all you gotta do is swap a switch.
I do have a hardtop, so.
Me too.
But yeah, we're putting the fan switch where the defroster switch was. Brandon also wired this up while we were gone. He wired it up in parallel. And so both of these fans now turn on whenever that this is grounded out or activated by the switch. So we are gonna get this finished up with this switch, and hopefully everything works out. The way today has been going, I'm kind of scared, but
So I finally got to where it can be.
there we go. You and your dirty hands.
So basically, I got to the best I could because, as you can see, the switch is a little bigger
Yeah,
than the thing.
it'd be like that. It's okay.
I don't understand why they don't make it just flat.
I know. Oh, look who it is!
Did you see my?
He's finally driving his car.
Going E?
Yeah.
So is he.
You gonna get coils for it? Yes. I don't even know why I asked that question. Looking stuff like that?
All right.
Or just
So
sleeper? Just
Let's throw this in.
everybody's making like between 370 to 380. Yeah.
whenever I get up to temp.
He just got everything. Yeah.
So right now, I'm about to feed one of the wires to the engine bay. And then the other wire, I'm just gonna ground to the chassis, and that'll basically turn on and off the switch. Alrighty, so while they're working on that, I am going to wire up the ground. We just wired that up to the switch that turns on the fan, or the wire that turns on the fan. Yep. So now I just gotta ground it.
I'm not gonna overheat anymore.
Yeah.
Getting a good beat in here.
You gotta check how good it is, because me's gonna turn off on every day.
Car about to blow up, yeah. Now that Brandon is done wiring, I'm going to put everything back together in the car and do a little cleanup, because I think we're done for the day.
But yeah, like May said, probably done for today. I'm exhausted. I'm tired and hangry. I'm about to beat someone up. So, like always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. Anything else you need to say?
We love you guys.
Oh wait. As for the shifter, it's actually a pretty nice shifter.
Yeah.
However, just get different hardware.
Yeah.
As for the radiator fans, love them.
Yes.
I'll probably end up getting it for my car as well, just cause. Yeah.
Yeah. These radiator fans are strong. Like, I don't think if I turned them on while my car was getting to temp, I don't think it would get to temp. Like, these are strong. But yeah, like Brendan said, the Maxpeedingrods Shifter, pretty solid shifter. It's just the hardware that they send with the shifter is just not good. So yeah, thanks to Maxpeedingrods for sending this out, even though your hardware broke. And yeah, we will catch you guys in the next video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe.
I already said that. Peace out, guys.